Welcome all sports fans and everyone across the nation. This is Tuesdays with TJ, episode number 20, the big 2-0, y'all. I am your host, Carlos Clayton, my beautiful co-host, PJ, and of course, the man of the evening, the main event, Mr. TJ Tracy. What's up, TJ?
What up, everyone? It's been a long time since I've seen you. I can't remember the last time I was on. So yeah, I hope you had a great 12 hours or whatever it's been. 24 hours.
Hey, it was. First of all, the stream we did last night was awesome. Our first of
That was
hopefully many
great. Yeah,
collaborations that we do, man, and I was very happy
yeah,
about
I
that.
enjoyed it. If you're up for it.
Oh yeah, of course, man, of course, man. So yeah, you guys see us now back to back days, and we're rocking and rolling, y'all. So got a lot to break down. We have our Week 16 recap we're gonna do, y'all. Of course,
Mhm.
stay tuned for our Week 17 picks and predictions. Before we get started, y'all, hit that like button, smash that subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel and you are loving what you're seeing. Hit that like button. I don't know what the like goal is. We just kind of just wing it on
Let's go
these
for it.
shows, but let's smash that like button, y'all, like it's nobody's
Hmm.
business, man. Don't forget to go ahead and share this stream to all the masters of social media. We would very much appreciate that. Before we get rocking and rolling, you see our scores, y'all. Our records right now. PJ still in the lead as always, undefeated, 240-0. She's like LeVar Ball when it comes down to predictions. She's never lost, y'all. 200.
No.
She said, damn right. Let's go. And of course, you guys see we have a brand new leader now. I've been the lead for probably about, what, 6 or 7 weeks now?
It's been a
It's
while.
been a while, but now officially TJ for Team A through M. He is back in the lead by one. He's up 141.99 to my 140 and 100. So I'm the first to triple digit losses, you guys.
Oh, devastating. Hey, the tortoise always beats the hare. So
Yeah,
just sort of
right. The steady
say.
race, right? The steady race. Yeah, I agree with that. But I tell you what, the rabbit does taste better than the tortoise. You guys are awesome, man. Thank y'all for hitting that like button, man. So yeah, right now, when you see Team N through Z, these are for the names of our subscribers. So we have what, 2 weeks left, TJ? Yeah, week 17, week 18.
Week
We got
17
two
and
weeks
week
left. So
18.
whoever wins out of these last 2 weeks, but whoever wins, Team A through M. If TJ wins, Team A through M is going to be represented as our. What we get away again? Was it $200?
I think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
$200. Yeah,
And
so someone's going to win $200, and if I win, someone named N through Z is also going to win. So now, I tell you what, TJ, if we do somehow get a tie, we'll give two people $200. How about that?
oh my goodness, how generous!
How about
My
that?
goodness.
So if we'll
How's
get we'll
that?
get one from N through Z and one from A through M. If we tie, if we somehow tie, when it's all said and done after week 18, we will give two people $200, y'all. So
My
how does that
goodness.
sound, man? We're just a loving channel.
It's just loving it. Hey, well, and if we tie, you got to buy me a meal, and I've got to buy you a meal.
That
So.
that all that's cool with me, bro. That is cool with me. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for showing love. We got some folks in the chat already. We got the beautiful Christian Rujo. Says, hope everyone has had a great Christmas. That's right, y'all. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year's coming
Yep.
up to y'all as well, man. So, Merry Christmas, and hope you guys had a great Christmas, like TJ said earlier. And I hope you guys got everything that you wanted, that you needed, that you
Yeah.
loved and cherished. And
Hope Santa
let
was
us know in
nice
the
to
chat,
you.
man, how your Christmas went. And let's keep it rocking and rolling. Christian Ann says, hit that like button on the way in, y'all. That's right. Shout out to Blue Spams. L2 says, yo, what's up? I'm upset about the Niners loss, but you know we're going to win the bowl. Now we needed something to humble us. Mark my words, we win the Super Bowl. Oh, strong word from Baloo. What's
Ooh.
up, baby? Uh,
Talking talk.
I got Daniel McKean says more like 24 hours. LOL about you, TJ. Yeah, just saw you just yesterday, right? And then Daniel
Yeah.
also says
Yep.
20 plus likes is for the goal for episode 20. I like that. Thank you, Dan McKean. That's our
Nice.
moderator.
Nice.
That's my big
Nice.
dog right there. So yeah, that's right. At 20 likes, y'all hit that like button. Let's get it. Fandarama says, "What a day of football for Christmas." Amen to that. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Peter said, "What's up, DM? And what's up, Fandarama?" And Baloo, what's good with you? And you guys are awesome. So let's get into it, man. We are a loving channel, so we will start with the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. Of course, we're going with the good at first, and we had a lot to talk about, you guys. A lot to talk about. We had the matchup of the year we thought would be.
Mm-hmm.
We just called it last night. And on our poll, we have a poll. And the same question we're going to ask right now with the Ravens beat down. And don't let that score fool you guys. You know,
It
people
was
see
a beat
33 to
down.
19. It's like, oh, man, that was kind of a close. No, that felt like it was about 28 points, not 14 points. But the
Yeah.
Ravens beat the Niners 33 to 19. TJ, our first question on the stream, man. Can we call the Ravens the best team in the NFL? Are they the best team in the NFL right now with that
Well, the
win?
Ravens. Ooh. See, here's the thing: if you look at it statistically, like the Niners completely outshined the Ravens. Like first down, not third down efficiency, fourth down efficiency, total plays. Like they had more passing yards, they had more rushing yards, they had more pass per plays. But there's one number that made the Ravens lose, and that was 5 turnovers. Just 5 turnovers, and that destroyed them. And that was the question: could this Ravens defense handle the Niners offense? And it was. And the Ravens defense has been the MVP of the Ravens team. Like their offense is good, but it is the defense keeping them in the game and making your opportunistic plays for the offense to get into a semi decent position. And it's crazy. Like Lamar had 252, Brock Purdy had 255. Like the statistics are crazy, but it's just Brock Purdy just wanted to give the ball away, and Lamar did enough to win, and the defense completely overpowered them. So, are they the best team right now? Possibly. Like, who knows because of that? But people are saying Lamar's MVP. I disagree with that. I think it should still be McCaffrey, who had 100 yards still. Um, but who knows? Like I said, we've had this conversation 4 or 5 times this year,
We have.
and every time we've had this conversation, the
Wah,
team goes on a
wah,
three
wah,
yeah
wah, wah.
3 game losing streak. So unfortunately, 3 games would make it to the wild card for the Ravens. So they are desperate for that number one scheme to skip that now.
Right, right. Yeah,
But
I'm
yeah.
I'm gonna go with no. I think as the best team in the NFL, I'm gonna say no. Look, we're so in the world of right now moments, and
Mm-hmm.
yes, and for this moment right now, they did beat down the Niners, right? Um, but
Mm-hmm.
even when the Niners had lost those 3 games early in the year, I still kept putting my top five, my power five. I kept putting in my top five. Like I'm not gonna. This team will get together. I feel like one loss is not gonna do any kind of damage to confidence. They went from the 1 seed to the 1 seed after this loss.
Yeah.
Um,
Unfortunately, so.
now it being in San Francisco and the Ravens beating them, and yes, there were 5 turnovers, and you're like, well, if they didn't have those turnovers, they win the game. But I'm like, but they did, and the Ravens
Yeah.
forced a lot of those turnovers, pretty much getting Purdy out of his his spot, and that goes for any kind of general quarterback in the pocket. If you get him out of his spot, you can kind of force him to make plays he's not accustomed to making, or trying to force things from the quarterback position that he's not used to being forced to do. So, but one game doesn't turn my outlook of, oh, now the Ravens are just the best unbeatable team. To no. They still have their somewhat issues, but they're playing very good defense. They're playing
Mm-hmm.
great defense right now. And look, they beat the Niners in San Francisco. Kudos to the Ravens. Most folks will say yes, they're the best team. I'm gonna say no. Pump your brakes. I was still in a neutral site. I'm saying right now, if the Niners face the Ravens again, I'm probably going with the Niners again in a neutral
Yeah.
site. I don't know, but right now, Ravens have been proving me wrong all year. I've been eating humble pie, crow for the last 4 or 5 weeks now with this team. They are damn good, and they
Yeah.
belong as the top seed, and most likely will be the top seed in the AFC. They win this week, week 17. They're in the top seed, which is awesome for them. Now the Ravens, we've seen it through and throughout. Can they win in the playoffs? That's the bigger question. But right now, the best team, I'm gonna say no. I'll pump the brakes on that right now. But they are a damn good
Yeah.
team, and if they continue to play this great defense, and you know them not turn the ball over, if they can play mistake-free football, they are
Mhm.
a tough out for anybody in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, you're spot on. And hey, you can't say ifs because ifs and buts. What's this phrase? If ifs and buts are fishes, then the world would be an ocean. So you can't go with that.
I like that. I like that. Yo, I got Big Jim's American Dream says, "What's good? What's up, Big Jim?" PJ say, "What's good?" She says, "Go Ravens." Hey, hold on, PJ. You was picking the Niners with me last night. You don't recall? Oh, we can rewind the
Ooh.
tape. We can rewind the tape, family, all day. Mm-mm. We can rewind the tape
Yeah,
all day.
I'm pretty
Uh,
sure PJ's given me advice on picks, and I've what lost, but apparently he
I'm
has
I'm
short-term
pretty sure
amnesia.
the most flukiest 240 no I've ever seen in my life. Don't hate the play, hate the game. Okay, you're right. You're right. Don't hate the player. Uh, our thing is if ifs was a fifth, we all be drunk.
Ooh, fair, fair, fair.
That's what we say. If it was a fifth, we all be drunk.
I like that.
But I like yours too. If and buts were what it said. If and buts were
If ifs and buts were fishes, the world would be an ocean.
if ifs and buts were fishes, the world would be in the ocean. That's awesome. I like that one. All right, let's go on to our next game. Another big match we have. The Dallas Cowboys versus Miami Dolphins. Dolphins survive over the Cowboys by a score of 22-20. Thanks to Jason Sanders' 5 field goals, you guys. That's right, count them. 5 field goals. That's 15 points from your field goal kicker. Um, it was a great game, though, through and throughout. It felt like both teams really needed this win. Not just
Yeah.
for positioning, but just for psychological reasons. We said it earlier, the first time in NFL history, two teams by this time combined for 20 plus wins, and only one win was above 500. This was a must-win psychologically for both these teams. TJ, the Dolphins did win; they survived. They went up pretty much this entire game, but then Dallas
Mm.
kept creeping back to the lead, 20-19, and Dolphins score game-winning field goal to end the game by a score of 22-20. My thing is, how much stock do you put in this win for the Dolphins? Like, are you very high on this win, or are you like mid-tier, or it was like didn't move the needle at all? How do you feel?
Oh, well, thank you, Dolphins. I always appreciate it when the Cowboys lose, so it's always fun. And this is it's like the Cowboys are a good team. They are. They are a good team. They're a hard team. And the Dolphins couldn't finish the game off. They allowed the Cowboys to hang around, and that made the last quarter very sweaty for a lot of people.
Hmm.
Um, but a win's a win. They can finally say, "Hey, look what team we actually did beat." So a lot of that criticism gone, and they need it. They kind of need it. Well, the Cowboys, they don't need it as bad as the Dolphins, I don't think, because the Miami Dolphins are one game behind the Ravens. So
And they
like
play, and
Ravens,
they play this week.
they they do play this week, so they needed to keep up with the Ravens, potentially get the number one seed. Where the Cowboys, I don't think they can get the number one seed anymore at all, unless 49ers lose and the Eagles lose out.
Yeah, you need both to lose out.
Yeah. Whereas
Both teams
my
to lose out, and that's not about to happen.
Yeah, and that's where Miami can still just win out. So
Right.
just win it. So I think Miami had a bit more to play for, knowing that they can get their number one seed. And hey, the Cowboys do this sometimes. They just in big games they just lose it. And they fought back and they fought hard, but Miami's managed to survive. And like both these teams are going to be in the playoffs, so it's going to be very interesting to see how far they go when they face another team. Well, Miami's got to do it this week, so
Yep. On the road too. On the
who
road.
knows?
In big trust,
Just split trust.
like they
Yeah.
say, they call it big trust out there. Uh, I look, I'm very low on this stock at all. I mean, it's a win is a win, obviously.
Yeah.
But if the Cowboys are your standard to get you to feel better about yourself, yeah, that's not a good standard in my opinion. I'm not like okay, if you beat the Bills back when you play the Bills, all right. If you had beaten the
Yeah.
Eagles when you play the Eagles, ooh, okay, I like that. You did. You did. They've had so many issues beating these decent teams, and the Cowboys are the same team. These two teams, in my opinion, mirror each other. They're the
Really.
mirror. They're the same team pretty much, and it was basically equal versus equal, and that's why you got the score of 22-20, game-winning field goal. It was a great match though. I didn't watch it, but
Mm.
I watched the highlights of it, and it was a great game for what I saw. But my thing is, like the stock on this win is not high. I still have my doubts in Miami to do damage, like to go far in the playoffs. Honestly, I think they're one win in, and then they're out in the second round. I think they're that kind of team. I think both these teams could potentially be out by the divisional round, depending on their matches, obviously.
Of
But
course, yeah.
you're right though. Miami has the better, because at least Miami has a chance to. Well, they won the division, so Miami's going to have a home game. Cowboys, without unless a miracle happens, they're going to be playing every game on the road once again, and we know how that always happens with the Cowboys. You know,
So here's my thing. Uh, if the players start today, because we're getting close where they're
uh,
starting to lock in these positions.
Cowboys at Buccaneers. I mean,
Yeah, Cowboys at Bucks. So that'd be very interesting, and it would be where would it be? Miami's 2, so they'll be against the Colts, and
I, I,
I
I
see that game.
I trust Miami to win that game against the Colts, and I think that's it. I think they're one. And I mean, yes, they'll probably play the higher seed, which is the 3 seed. All I'm saying is, if the Chiefs get to Miami, that's all I'm saying.
Hey,
I think the Chiefs will beat the Dolphins. That's all I'm saying.
Chiefs could lose the division. Like if they lose out and
I,
the Raiders win,
I mean, you gotta have a massive collapse for Kansas City. That's a massive collapse, and the Raiders gotta actually win these games too. Lord, do I see it happen? It could happen, but man, that's a
I see. Honestly, I could. Yeah.
massive collapse, though. I mean, because you got the Chargers and the Chiefs
Mhm.
last. That's the game I just can't see Kansas City losing. I mean, if they do lose, man, okay, damn. But I can't see them losing to the Chargers without Herbert, and I mean, they beat them down a year by year basis with Herbert. So
Mhm.
I don't know, but you're right though. Things can happen. Things can happen. But the stock for me, very low. Both these teams mirror each other. Someone had to win. Someone had to lose. I just chose Miami because Miami was at home. If it was in Dallas, I'd have chose Dallas. I'm gonna just keep it real. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, but like the needle doesn't move at all. I still have my concerns for Miami to go deep in the playoffs. Uh, if Miami has to play, let's say, the Ravens, right? We'll find out today. I mean, this week. So that's a huge game. If they win that, man, I mean, Miami, hey, all right, then I might have a different kind of feeling about the Dolphins. But right now, nah. I mean, good win, the Crimson division as well. So they're in a better spot than the Cowboys. We know that.
Yeah.
Way better spot. We'll keep it. Speaking of Cowboys, we'll keep it with the NFC. And I don't know if you've been watching today. This NFC, well, both conferences have been heating up, but the
Yeah.
NFC wild card spot has been going crazy now. Seattle with back-to-back wins over
Yeah.
the Eagles and now the Titans. Then you get the Rams. You
Hmm.
got the Packers. With a narrow win over the Panthers, they're all still in it. And let's not even forget about the lower teams, the Falcons, the Saints. Saints need a lot of help. We're not going to get that help at all.
Yeah.
So
I
so
think if you lose out next week, you get eliminated.
no, if we
Possibly.
lose this week, we're done. We're done.
Yeah.
We lose this week, we are done because I'm pretty sure all the tiebreakers like go to the other teams because we just had a poor schedule and couldn't even take care of that. So I imagine tougher conference schedule, all that stuff will probably play a factor for the rest of the season. But my thing is, um, with the Rams winning over the Saints, the Packers beating the Panthers, we had the Seahawks win over the Titans. Now this NFC wild card is getting kind of packed now. But my thing is, which potential NFC wild card team poses the biggest threat? We're talking about these teams could potentially face the Eagles, the Lions, right? We're talking about
Yeah.
So what teams you think in your opinion have a chance of beating Eagles slash Lions in
I,
the wild card?
I think it is the Rams. The Rams have been silently having a nice little running sort of streak, if you know what I mean. Like Puka's come out of this show even more. They've got cut back, and they found that rookie tight end who decided to explode last couple of weeks. And Matthew Stafford's doing what he needs to do to win. Like Seattle, yes, they finally broke their losing streak last week and they kept it. They won again this week. But there's still that question: is Geno the guy? Is this happening? Like Jamal Adams, I believe, was a healthy scratch this week. Obviously, you've got that drama there. When it comes to Green Bay, they might not make it to the playoffs. They need a couple teams to lose to make it. Then you've got Minnesota and the Falcons. The Falcons, no. Like, I'm sorry, he lost to the Panthers.
Right.
And then you've got Minnesota, yeah, possibly, but again, they're just fluky. Like, you don't know. They're on a backup QB who's had a couple games, but sometimes he looks terrible. So, if anyone, I think it is the Rams to pose a threat to, like, the Cowboys, the Eagles, Detroit, and I don't know about the Niners because the Niners like playing Madden on rookie mode at the moment. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I'll go with the Rams. It's a proven coach with a proven QB with great weapons. Like, the only thing that's unsure is their defense because it was gutted this offseason and it's getting older. So
yeah, if there's one team, like, yeah, I'm with you on the Rams as well. And if I'm the Lions, I mean, you're going to face one of those teams, either the Rams. I think they're content with the Vikings, maybe, if they have to face the Vikings. But the Rams, I think right now the playoff starter is 3-6. Are the Rams 6? I imagine.
Rams 6, yes. So it'll be Detroit versus Rams.
I'm scared to death of that matchup. If I'm Detroit, I am begging for a few Eagles losses and we get some dubs if you're the Lions, because I don't want to face that Rams squad at all if I'm them at all. So that Rams team, you're right though, veteran quarterback, been there, done that, head coach, Aaron Donald, defensive player of the year. The only issue, like you said, is their secondary. For the Rams, but outside of that, man, they've been playing some fantastic football. Their offense, man, has just been. It was so cool to see how they mixed in Puka and Cooper Kupp. And it's almost like, and first of all, both those guys are pros. Both those guys, you can tell that they're not big-headed at all. This isn't like Cooper Kupp isn't your diva wide receiver. Like a DK Metcalf, someone off injury and someone's getting all the shine, and he comes back and he wants to take over now. No, I knew that they would kind of mesh quickly, and they look good together, man. Great. And there's been enough tape on Puka to stop him, and he's still balling out.
Still doing well.
Lets me know he's gonna be a good receiver for a long time. So I mean, if you can't
They
stop
found-
him now, I don't know what you're gonna do.
They found a real star in the rough there, diamond in the rough.
They did. You're right. I got Infinity Production says, "What's up, Los PJ and TJ?" Peter said, "What's up, IP?" I got Daniel Berry Sports Highlights says, "Yo, what's up, Daniel?" Peter said, "What's up, DBSH in the building?" Baloo, what's up, Baloo? Showing some love.
What's up,
He's happy the
everybody?
Rams, as much as I hate them because divisional rivals, but they have a coach in McVay who coached them to Super Bowl. Stafford has Super Bowl experience, and Nuka, Kupp, and Donald posing threats. You're right about that. If I'm the Lions, I don't want to see Los Angeles because I think the Rams would probably rather play on the road anyways than play at home because that home stuff is kind of weird because they don't get the home support from their side as much as the opposing team. So yeah, I imagine Detroit's like, anybody but Los Angeles, man. Give us the Vikings, give us the Packers, give us the Seahawks. Although Seattle did beat Detroit in week 2 in Detroit.
And they beat Philly.
That's right.
They beat Philly last week.
That's right.
So the Philly will be fit. Well, if this started, Seattle will be coming to the link to face the Eagles, which is a matchup I'll be terrified of.
Oh yeah,
they've already proven they could. Yeah,
that's right.
That's right. To beat us.
It's going to be I'm telling you, the NFC is still wide open now after that Niners loss. I mean, I'm just saying. But we saw Purdy against the AFC. It's not the same quarterback. He's only had 6 opportunities to show that. He's 3-3 with 11 touchdowns and now 13 interceptions against the AFC. after
Yeah.
last night. So yeah, not a great stat. So I think he'll be fine until the Super Bowl. But yeah, so we both agree the Rams are that team, man. But both wild cards are heating up pretty much, man. The only team I'm very 100% on making the playoffs is the Browns. Browns are just awesome right now, 10-5, and playing some great football. The Browns are.
It's crazy they haven't clinched. It honestly is.
It just tells you how good the AFC is. AFC is stacked, man.
Yeah.
AFC is stacked. Where there's a lot of 7 and 8 teams in the NFC, there's a
Yeah.
lot of 8 and 7 teams in the AFC.
8-7,
That
9-6. Yeah.
that one game makes a big difference for your conference, right? All right, let's go with the bad now, and let's keep it in our Monday morning, or let's say Monday noon game. We had the Raiders with the upset over the Kansas City Chiefs. Who saw that coming? You did a little bit.
Yeah.
I remember you
Yeah.
saying
It is.
you would not be surprised if the
I wouldn't.
Raiders
Yeah.
and guess what? They did, man. And I was somewhat shocked. I'm not gonna lie, because come on, it's Mahomes, man. It's my homie. And
Mhm.
once again, this receiving core is bad. They just they
It's
they
not
can't get
good.
open. They can't catch, and all of a sudden now it's rubbing off from Travis Kelsey. He can't handle the ball anymore. He's been kind of weird lately.
Mhm.
Uh, someone said since Kelsey met Swift, this is who he is. They had a picture of Tim Tebow. They had a
Yeah.
picture of Tim Tebow as a Jaguars tight end. So
Funny.
I was like,
Very funny.
wow, not Tim Tebow, man. But
Oh, that is some real like
here,
dig as
here's a crazy stat, man. Here's a crazy stat. Aiden O'Connell had 62 total yards
Yeah.
passing in the game, but it
Yeah.
all came in the first quarter. My man had 0 passing yards from quarter 2 to the end of the game. Nothing. It was all running
Mental.
for the Raiders in that second half, since the second quarter. And the Chiefs still lost. That is what is mind-boggling, because every point pretty much came from the Kansas City side, whether they were scoring on their
Mhm.
own or giving the ball up to the Raiders, who scored on not just back-to-back possessions, but back-to-back plays. Pretty
Yeah.
much, you had the fumble on the exchange,
Interception.
and then the next play you had the interception for a pick six, and that was your ball game pretty much. And to
Yep.
lose like that, any given Sunday / Monday / whatever day you want to think about, but it's head scratching for the Chiefs to lose in that fashion, where the Raiders had nothing on offense at all. Nothing on
Mhm.
offense. We got Ron Duffney says PJ. Oh, Fine
Yeah.
Farmer says TJ
Right.
wasn't
I
shocked
was gonna say.
because Carlos picked the Chiefs to win for my lock. I wouldn't be shocked if you're right about that.
That's funny.
Hey,
That's
good
very
luck.
funny.
Hey, good luck to whoever I pick in about another 30 minutes, man. Good luck. Good luck, cause
Yeah. The problem with the Chiefs is they've realised how bad the weapons suck, and they're like, okay, how can we win a game without using them? And that entire game was proving that you still need weapons to win a game. Like the weird fumble exchange, they were trying to do something where they didn't have to throw the ball, they just wanted to get it to the weapons or do something, cause the thing. They caused the fumble. And then the interception, I think it was to Travis Kelsey he was throwing the ball to.
no, it was Watson.
Watson, and he
But
just got outmanned by it.
that,
Like
but
the
that
receiver
was
just knocked him
yeah.
out of the way.
That was actually
The-
bad. That was actually a bad throw on Mahomes. Actually, that was a
It
bad
was
throw.
true, yeah.
And Mahomes, like, that's the one thing I like. Well, bro, you did throw that kind of bad. And he threw it
Yeah.
inside, but it could have been miscommunication. I'm not quite sure, but it probably was.
Precisely. But you can tell Mahomes didn't trust any single person because he was. I've never seen him run so much. He was constantly trying to move, get things, get going, being the most Mahomes he's ever been. And it just wasn't enough. Like he threw for 235 yards, so he did manage to move the ball a bit through the air. But he was also the leader rusher with 53 yards.
Yeah.
Like he got no help on the ground. The highest receiver was Rice with 57 yards. So even Travis wasn't doing a lot. It was just a monumental collapse, and it's so weird because the Chiefs team really isn't as changed as it was last year. They lost Juju in the receiving core, but that's about it.
That's it.
And their defense has been the thing keeping them in the game. But even then, they've started to like fall. Like they're not being able to keep the Chiefs in the game because their offense is letting them down. And but their defense to allow 145 rushing yards to Zamir White.
Well, and in the end, like the Chiefs, they had just scored, made it 2014, and you had like all your timeouts, and the Raiders just ran it down the Chiefs' throat. The one possession we needed a stop. You've been doing it all game long, and the one
Mm-hmm.
time we needed to stop, and it was like obvious running they were doing, and they just kept eating them, and then the White had that one big run at the end to seal the game.
Yeah, it's true. So yeah, the Chiefs need help. I'm not. I don't know if they're even going to make it deep into the playoffs at all.
And we have never seen Mahomes just so frustrated. Every time
Mm-hmm.
they showed him, he had this man get me the fudge cake out of here look.
Yeah.
And we just never been accustomed to seeing Mahomes just that vividly frustrated, and it all stemmed from just a few games ago where he just went out after the refs in that Bills
Mm-hmm.
game. So I mean, but obviously that's frustration towards his own players, but he doesn't want to show it towards them. It's tough. The question is the Chiefs dynasty over? You're saying probably yes because
Uh, it's it's having a bad year. It is having a bad year. It all depends on how they can draft to get in. But if the playoffs started today, they're against the Bills, and I fully expect the Bills to win that game.
mm, mm,
Just straight up, I don't think Kansas City will have a chance. It is they need that number one option to either take pressure, take coverage away from Travis, or uh, just to be Hill. And I didn't expect Juju to be that last year, but apparently he was. People put a lot of attention to him. But they need that number one shot. It is crazy to think we had Mahomes and Hill on the team for
yeah,
4 years.
yeah, yeah.
And they only won one Super Bowl. Madness.
Crazy how it goes, man. That is crazy.
Madness.
I tell you what, I'm not going to write the Chiefs off. I'm not. I'm just not. I got to see it to believe it. I'm one of those guys. I got to see them go in the playoffs and lose a home playoff game to somebody because in today's NFL's playoffs now to where there's no more two buys, right? There's only one team on bye. The Dolphins, I'm just saying that they probably won't, but the Dolphins could lose that first round, and the Chiefs will still have home field advantage until they get to maybe the Ravens. But if I'm the Chiefs, there's no panic, obviously, because it's still Mahomes. The dynasty itself, man, it's almost like we just got to get a win again. Just get a win,
Yeah.
get our groove back. Can they get it this week against who can they play?
They are playing. Bear with me for 2 seconds. They are Bengals.
Bengals. Ugh. Yeah, it's in Kansas City though. They gotta find a way to get that win. We'll find out though. I don't know. But if you get a win, that everything winning changes everything, man. It does. You just need that one win. We gotta find out what it is. But uh big win by the Raiders though, and like you said, they are
Yeah.
still in not only the wild card, but maybe a division. They gotta hope for a Chiefs collapse and they win out. So you never know, man. The Raiders looking good,
Never
and
know.
like if that win did solidify Pierce as your head coach, I don't know what to
It's
say.
got to be, right?
I don't know
It's
what to
got to
say.
be.
Oh, Chucky doll looking dude. He better get on his horses, man, and sign that man right now. Take the interim off right now
Mhm.
and have him as
Yeah.
your head coach. Give him a 2 or 3 year deal. That way, don't.
Imagine
Go
the
ahead.
boost it would give to the players
I'm
because the
telling you,
players love him.
they do.
Players love
They
him,
will run through
and
a
just
brick
being like,
wall. And like Devontae Adams, he's not really a diva receiver, right? Not at all. But he
no.
only had one catch for 4 yards. And at the end of the game, he was all smiles, dapping up
Hmm.
players because they won and they're having fun.
Hmm.
And I like that Raiders squad, man. And if they can get some things situated for next year, watch out for the Raiders, man.
The only problem is obviously they've got a QB situation.
That's
Obviously, Jimmy G
yeah.
isn't the guy. Aiden O'Connell, yeah, he's a rookie, so you're not entirely sure what he's got. But when you need him to throw, can you trust him to throw? Because I've seen him
Right.
making some bonehead decisions. So you need a decent QB, and I don't know the free agent class next year has a decent QB because they're going to be too high up to draft one.
Probably so.
Hmm.
Probably so. We'll find out though. We'll find out. Let's go to our next one now. We're gonna continue with the bad. The Jaguars got their butts whipped.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
did.
goodness. Got their freaking butts whipped by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It was ugly. They lost 30-12 to the Buccaneers. At one point, it was a 30-0 game, and it happened.
Yeah.
It was like basically second quarter, third quarter, just a smash mouth. It was ugly. I don't know what's going on, Jaguars. At one point, they were the talk around town. How many losses in a row has it been now for the Jaguars? Is that four in a row? Three in a
Possibly.
row for sure, man. But I don't
Let's
know
have a
what's
look.
going on with Jacksonville. My question,
Yeah,
TJ,
1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. You're
four in
spot
a
on.
row, man. God dog it. They were once 8-3, now they're 8-7, and
Oh.
don't look now, but they're tied with the Colts and tied with the Texans, and anything can happen these last 2 weeks for those Jaguars. Now they do play the Carolina Panthers. That's kind of good news for them. but
Free win.
yeah, anything is possible, right? Anything is possible.
Yeah.
But the Jaguars got whipped up by the Bucks, man. Any hope for the Jaguars to bounce back before the playoffs start, man?
Possibly. I just don't think Trevor's healthy. Like he's had multiple injuries this last couple of weeks. He's just got out of concussion protocol. He's not really getting any help from the run game. Well, especially this one. He was the leading rusher with 4 carries for 29 yards. Like if your QB is your leading rusher, something's gone wrong. Um, what did he was Travis Etienne active? He was with
Well,
6 carries for
I
12 yards.
had my fantasy. I lost that bad boy.
Oh,
Man,
oh
I
yeah.
lost. Semifinals
Ah,
is done, y'all. I'm done. I was
um,
semifinals and done. Yeah, it was bad,
sorry to hear
bad
that,
day.
man.
Yeah, bad day. The office,
But
man.
yeah, I don't know what is going wrong with the Jaguars. Yes, they lost Christian Kirk. That is going to be a massive hit to them because that was Trevor's safety blanket. Um, but would you consider the Buccaneers just the better, like talent wise, looking at the rosters? Would you say the Buccaneers are better?
Man, yes, I would say because of their defense,
Yeah, maybe.
they have a better defense, and that's why both of us were so confident picking the Bucks to win this game, anyways.
True.
They're just a better team and playing a better team, playing better football right now. Uh,
Yeah.
as for the Jaguars, no, I'm done with the Jaguars. I don't have any hope for them. But like I said, Lawrence doesn't look
No.
right. Uh, Kirk is out. Who knows if he's coming back?
Yeah.
I heard he might come back for the playoffs, but I don't, I,
That's it.
I don't see it, man. ETN has not been the same since like week 5 or 6 of the season. The
Hmm.
old line has not been blocking well. Like there's been plenty of stat lines where it's Travis Etienne 20 carries, 55 yards. Like whoa,
Yeah.
what? How you get
Yeah.
55 yards on 20 carries? Like I saw that a lot for this Jaguars team. They're not playing physical brand of football at all. And even their defense now has been kind of like the catalyst all year. They're starting to get worn out now. And they're a young, fast defense, but still a little small in the ass, in my opinion. And if I'm the Cleveland Browns, I'm in good shape. Okay, I can't win the division. That's fine. But guess who I got? I got the team out of the AFC South. Whether it's the Jaguars, the Texans, the other team as well. Who was it? The Colts. I don't care. If I'm the
Yeah.
Cleveland Browns, I'm in a good position right now. If I gotta go on the road, at least I'm going on the road against a inferior AFC South opponent, in my opinion. So they might be that one wild card team, like licking their lips, like, "Come on, man, we don't care. Bring on the team. We don't care." Because either you're getting a slumping Jaguars team, a not so talented coach team, or a unproven Texas team. So
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. They're even though they're not going to win the division, they are laughing. They don't want to win the division at this point.
right,
They
right,
want.
right. Take your chances somewhere else, right? Um,
Yep.
but yeah, the Buccaneers roll, man, and that Bucks team, hey, it's
Ooh.
almost official. Cowboys at Buccaneers.
Yep.
It is almost official. Cowboys
They
at Buccaneers, right? So
they need to. sign Mike Evans. They need to hand him a blank check, like straight up.
Straight up.
And and I think it came out this year that both Baker and the Buccaneers want to sign a new extension. Not an over. He said he doesn't want to sign a massive extension. He just wants to be here the next couple of years, which works for my predictions when we first started doing this. That Archie Manning will be a buck.
That is hilarious. If that happens, bro, hey man.
I've got a crystal ball.
Yeah, for real, man. If that happens, because like you said, it's getting there. It's getting there now. It is getting there.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm the Jaguars are they're free falling right now, and it's not looking good. For the Jaguars and the Buccaneers are both trending in different areas. Trending up as the Bucks, trending down. The Jaguars. All right. And my downright ugly. I didn't know what to really put for downright ugly, but I thought about the NFL draft coming up. Now, honestly, we know about the Bears. The Bears, they look, everything falls with Carolina, and Carolina's 2-14 right now, I believe, or 2-13, something like that.
Yes, sir.
And Carolina, unless they get another dub and the Cardinals fall off the railing or whatever, it's going to be Chicago with the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, they still have Caleb Winnings here. Like, they're going to move on from Fields, apparently.
Yeah, well, Bears, hell yeah. I mean, I take my chances. But my thing is, who really wants the number 1 pick in this year's draft? We saw the Patriots beat the Broncos. All right, we seen like these teams competing right now. Even Chicago, although look, they have the 8th pick and all that stuff. I understand that their original pick is number 8, but they're still playing great football towards the end of the season. And we had Washington Commanders were down 27-0, came back and took the lead, and still lost the game. I'm like, do you guys? I mean, good job by having to come back and still losing. But boy, they came back and won. I know that front office went crazy. Like, no, wait. Who wants the number 1 pick really though? Like, do you think Chicago really trades that pick, or does Chicago keep it for Williams? Because I mean, that's just sitting because you got to pick Williams at number 1, right? Because that's the mock drafts. But in reality,
who knows?
Are the Bears satisfied with Justin Fields, or do they move on from Fields? I don't know anymore. Like, the way this season is going towards the end, the Bears feel like we have something there with Fields, right? Maybe it's us to change Fields for real. Like Fields said earlier, it could be just the coaching staff. I'm not quite sure. But then here come the Patriots. The Patriots, I mean, they're gonna fight. It's Bill Belichick, and if he does leave, he wants to leave with a bang. Like, you guys can't get the number 1 pick. You're gonna drop your guys down to like 5 or 6 when it's all said and done. I don't know what's going on, but kudos to the NFL. It's why I love the sport of football. If you're on that field, you have got to fight every game for your next opportunity. I love it. I love it. Right? So, like in the NBA, it's about talent, right? In the NBA, it's 10 guys on the court. There's just some guys that are just better, right? What you can do if you're tanking, you can take some guys and lessen their minutes, right? In the NFL, you can't do that. In the NFL, you have a roster, right? If A1 can't go with it, A2, next man up mentality. If A2 can't get it, A3, next man up mentality, right? It's been like that forever. And kudos to the NFL, but it's just like, who really wants the number 1 overall pick? Because I feel like teams are not obviously tanking. Maybe the Cardinals with the loss of the Bears, but even then, they've been playing hard all year.
Yeah, because normally if you want a number 1 overall pick, it's because you want a QB and you want your franchise guy. And like, New England is the only
team that needs a quarterback. You're right.
Yeah, you've got Carolina, who has currently the number 1 pick, even though it's the Bears. Literally has Bryce Young. Arizona Cardinals, they seem happy with Kyler. He's come back with a bit of a bang, and Jonathan Gannon seems happy with him. Washington, they've said they're going to keep with Howell. They like Howell.
They line their ass off.
They like Howell. Obviously, you've got the Giants, who are eliminated, but they might. I don't know what they're going to do. They're stuck with Danny Jones. They're stuck with Daniel Jones.
They getting the quarterback, TJ. They getting the quarterback.
These are going for the eliminated teams. Obviously, you've got the Chargers. They're going to be happy with Herbert.
No, they're good.
Tennessee Titans, I think they're going to roll in Lewis next year and actually build.
They better go to quarterback with them.
Obviously, you've got the Jets who are going to hope Aaron Rodgers regenerates.
Gotta go to
Um,
quarterback regardless. I
and
don't care.
then you've got the Bears who aren't eliminated from the playoffs. Like they're 6-9. So the best they can do is 8-9, but they're still not eliminated.
No,
So
they need everyone to lose and they win.
I know, I
You're
know.
right. Yeah, you're right
So
though. Yeah.
like if you're the Bears, you've got 2 picks this year. They've got the number one. They haven't had the number one pick again this year. I would trade it. I would trade it.
Yeah.
I'd build more value. I'll build more value because you will have. Like I've got Tankathon up. They've got mock draft. They've got Washington taking in a QB. They've got Drake Mayer, and they've got the Patriots taking Jaden Daniels, who I think just won the Heisman.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
With Justin Heisman.
If I'm Washington, I don't go Drake Mays. Drake Mays remind me too much of the quarterback you have right now.
Oh really?
Yeah. He has a little bit more wheels than those guys. He can run a little bit, but if I'm the Patriots, I need someone dynamic like a Jaden Daniels, like a Caleb
Interesting.
Williams. I'm not Drake Mays. It seems too eerily familiar with what they got right now. I just wouldn't do it. Like I felt
Then
I felt the same way when you had like Kenny Pickett go to the Steelers. I was like, yeah, it's kind of the same kind of feel to me. Pickett going to Pickett going to the Steelers. I was like, it's kind of it doesn't move the needle for me, right? I think Mays going to the Patriots doesn't move the needle for the Patriots. I feel like they'll be stuck in the
yeah,
same crap, right? Get a dynamic guy like Daniels, Caleb Williams, Michael Penix Jr. maybe, someone with dynamic ability to make plays out of nothing, right? In today's NFL, you need that now.
yeah, you do. And then they have the next QB taken after the Patriots take Jaden Daniels is Bo Nix at 19 to the Buccaneers, which I think is crazy. One, I don't know who Bo Nix is, but two, you've got these needy teams like Raiders, the Saints, Falcons, um, just passing up the potential to have a QB just to try out.
Where they got is still getting a receiver?
No, they have you having an edge.
Turner again?
Turner
Oh
still.
my God, get off of Turner, bro! Like God,
You have gone up. You were 12. You're now 11.
oh goody. Yeah, we've been at 11 like the
Yeah,
last 4 years now. It feels like 11
but
is our number. It's my favorite
would
number though,
you
but still.
trade up? Like, obviously you're stuck with Carr. Would you trade up to 2 or 1 to get Williams, Mayer, or Daniels, and have him sit behind Carr for a
I
year
mean, I
as
would,
a Saints fan?
I would, but they're not gonna do that though. I would,
No,
I would, yeah, for sure. I would,
11-1. That's going to take a lot.
but I mean, I would. But I mean, we don't have the assets to trade though. That's the only problem,
It's
right?
true.
Our best players, Alvin Kamara, and Alvin Kamara is, he's an older guy in the NFL now. He's been in the league since 17. That's like
Yeah,
7 years
you,
now. So they're not going.
you
So we had no trade assets at all. So
can't even trade Michael Thomas, which would be the most
nah. And
receiving
Michael
interesting
Thomas,
thing.
we trade him. And they want a fifth or a sixth. They don't want no first or second. So yeah, we're stuck with all that crap right now, man. So I'm hoping that we lose these next 2 games to get us down to about 8, maybe, or 7, and then we can talk a little turkey about getting some quarterback for real. Okay, if we go 7-9 to end the year, best believe we're at like 8 or 9 or 7 in the draft. We got to get a quarterback, and I don't care, because we're gonna be on Dennis Allen's ass if he don't. He gonna be on his ass. We gonna let him know what it is. I know my Saints fans, they gonna be on his ass. And but Bo Nix is okay. He's great for college football. Bo Nix, I don't know about a professional NFL quarterback, because if you look at a lot of Oregon stats, it's a lot of checkdowns for Bo Nix.
Yeah,
And
no checks
he
downs.
a 5 yard pass turns into 80 with their receivers, right? With their offense. A 5 yard pass on 80, and those stats go to Bo Nix. Oh, look at him. He's, the dude threw for 80%. The only way you throw 80% in any league is by a lot of checkdowns. That's what he does. He's just a checkdown guy, and I'm not too sure about that. Bo Nix. I know I don't want him for New Orleans. Hell no. He's a nice, decent running option as well. But no, I don't want him. In my opinion, Bo Nix is going to be a second round guy, not a first round guy. It's showing 19 right now. I can almost guarantee he's gonna be a second round guy.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It's just that not faith at all.
Nah. Don't let these mock drafts fool you, man. Like there's 4 quarterbacks for sure going in the first round. That is it. And now who they go, I don't know too, because like you said, all these teams don't need quarterbacks right now. And now with the Bears kind of looking like we just need some weapons for Fields, which they do. Hello. Can we get some weapons for Fields? I guarantee the Bears going wide receiver in this draft. Promise you that. Whether it's the 8th pick or whatever they're in, they're going receiver. Guarantee you that.
Oh,
Guarantee you.
wow.
Neighbors or who do the Bears have at the 8th pick right now? Or their pick, their original
What?
pick.
The original pick, they've got them going Romeo Ondazui,
Yep, a receiver
wide receiver
from
out of
Washington.
Washington.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. They're going with a receiver some way, somehow. So I knew that for sure. I got Truth Hurts says hi, organic and inorganic beings. What's up, Truth Hurts? And we got Card Craze says, what about the Saints for quarterback? What's up, Card Craze? Says PJ, what's up, Truth Hurts? Good to see you. Yeah, Saints quarterback. We need one, but we ain't getting one. I promise you that. If Dennis Allen's still there, it's all about Derek Carr. Let's get more weapons, Derek
So
Carr. Like he ain't got enough weapons as it is.
I went onto a trade simulator. Obviously, trade simulator is not the best because you don't know what the teams are thinking. And I might have been an overextended trade, so I asked for the Bears' first overall pick from the Panthers. I gave up your first round pick, Foster Maroon.
Oh, bro.
No,
No, you're not about to accept that, bro.
and I gave them Cameron Jordan, and they
No,
accepted that apparently.
no, don't let that fool you, man. That's computer stuff. In reality, that's not about to happen at all.
No, would
No.
you be willing to give up those two players and a round pick for a number one pick?
I mean, if they will allow that, then hell yeah. But the team that's going to do it is not going to do that. No.
No,
That's that. Yeah, Cam Jordan is like 34 years old.
Cameron
Moreau is
Jordan,
a
Foster
back.
Maroon.
Moreau's a backup tight end. Cam Jordan's 34 years old, and our first round pick. That is no value in that at all. Jordan's got a year
Yeah.
left, a year or two left, and he's gonna retire. And Moreau is backup tight end for his career. That is it, man. So yeah, they're not doing that.
Hey, fair enough. Fair enough.
They're not doing that. I'll be happy about that. I love me some Cam Jordan. I got his jersey and everything. It's my dude, man. Stack him up. But yeah, I don't see it, man. We can hope for wishing, but who that nation we shall rise one of these days.
Hopefully so.
All right, man. What's your what the fudge cake moment for week 16?
Mine is how on earth has Joe Barry still got a job?
Who?
Joe Barry. Well, I've got two. So you've got Joe Barry, the
Okay. Oh,
Green Bay defensive coordinator.
I thought you said Joe Burrow for a second. Like,
No, Joe Barry.
Oh,
Joe Barry.
Joe Barry,
Who's
okay.
the Green Bay's defensive coordinator, who was a friend of Muffler's back in the day, and that's why he got the job. Who he doesn't know what he's doing to allow Carolina Panthers back in the game and almost lose. Like, what the fudge is that? You've got good players. Like, you have good players, and you're putting them in bad positions bad positions, and you can't do that. You honestly can't do that, and it's a miracle he hasn't been fired because they're still technically in the chance to make the playoffs, but he should have been fired about 3 games ago.
yeah.
You don't want people to lose their jobs, but when they're not doing the job properly, like, come on. And then my next what the fudge cake moment, kind of, I spoke about it next week. It's just one, the mainstream media and even the bandwagon fans or these sport fans saying bench Mahomes. Like, he was the one person on that field trying to win.
Yes.
He was the one person, and they're like, no, he's done. Get rid of him. He's clearly not good this year. He's apparently fallen off a cliff. And it's like, yes, they're struggling. And they're even talking about getting rid of Andy Reid. He's clearly over his, and it's just like, you won the Super Bowl in February.
That's just dumb fans crying about something. I wouldn't even.
I think someone said, what have they done for him? What have the Chiefs done, Mahomes done for the Chiefs lately? I don't know, Super Bowl MVP of the league.
Right.
Won the Super Bowl.
Currently the top seed in the AFC West and could be
Could
have a home game. Card Craze says rumors are flying in my area about Justin Fields to Seattle. Thoughts? No, that's not happening.
No, they'll keep it Gino.
Yeah. Justin Fields is not going to Seattle at all. Good. Hey, who knows? Maybe if they somehow get Caleb Williams, If they pick Caleb Williams at 1, they have to have a trade partner. Then maybe so, but I don't see it. I don't see it. I think you keep Fields and Williams just in case, right, for at least 1 year.
Yeah.
My what the fudge cake moment is going to be. Hold on, I just lost it too. I had it, man. Oh! I'm sorry, I got it back. The Denver Broncos. What the
Oh
fudge
yeah.
cake? Yo, we're battling for a playoff, and we have the lowly New England Patriots in Mile High Stadium, and we lose. We lose. And by the way,
Yeah.
those orange jerseys were fire, man. I love those orange
Oh,
jerseys.
nice. Very
They're
nice.
nice, but still, how you lose to the Patriots, man?
To Bailey Zappi.
To Bailey Zappi. We had another really decent game, we had a okay game, but still, I don't get it, bro. The Broncos, you're trying to fight. You just overcame the shadows of 70-20, right? No one
Yeah.
talks about that no more. We don't talk about that anymore. We're like, okay, cool. Like now, do your thing now. Let's go, right? You had a 5-game winning streak. All right, you got it snapped. We understand that, but it happens. But hey, let's get back on track. Here comes a great opportunity to really army crawl into the playoffs. We have the lowly Patriots, and you blow that.
Yeah.
How does that happen? I don't know. But what the fudge cake were the Broncos thinking of losing to the Patriots? I don't
Hey, yeah, insert gif of Adam Sandler screaming, "You blow it!" here.
know. You blew it. Yeah, man. So that is our what the fudge cake moments for week 16. It's got Joe Barry and those crazy Packers almost blowing that game. AKA also Pat Mahomes and fans tripping. And
Ah,
I had the Denver Broncos. So those are what the fudge cake moments for week 16. Now, are y'all ready for our picks and
oh,
predictions? If you guys see on the screen right now, like I said, TJ is Team A through M. He is 141 wins and 99 losses. I am representing Team N through Z. I'm at 140 wins, 100 losses on the dot. Wah, wah, wah. He has a 1-game lead over your boy. So we got to make these picks and make them right, you guys. Got to make these picks and make them right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's start with Thursday night football. We've got the New York Jets at the Cleveland Browns, and I got a feeling it's going to be a really cool kind of game. I'm just saying, I don't know. But then again, it's Thursday night, so I'm like, damn it. If this game was played on a Sunday, it'd been a great game. It's played on Thursday. It might be one of those, damn, I hate Thursday night games kind of games.
it's the last one of the year.
I hope so. Get rid of this shit,
No,
man.
I think it is. It's the
Good.
last Thursday night game of the year.
Good. Glad. I'm gonna go first. Give me the Browns to win this game.
Yeah.
Their defense. I mean, the Jets are. This will be one of those games. The Browns just take advantage of a very poor New York Jets offense, and if they're at home, Browns crowd going dumb. That dog pound. Give me the Browns to win this one. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say low scoring game, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 22
Yeah.
to 9, 22 to 9. Give me Browns 22 to 9.
Fair. No, I agree. Like, Browns' defense is winning them games, and yeah, Joe Flacco is playing ridiculously well. It's a revenge game for him technically,
Yes.
but that means he's had practice against his defense, and he's had practice with Salah. So who knows? But the Jets' defense is good. It might make Flacco's life a bit of problems, but it's the Jets' offense. Like, come on, like, this is just horrible.
Putrid.
It's
They
putrid.
did score 30
They did.
2 out of the last 3 weeks now. They scored 30.
They did.
So,
But like, I think they officially announced that Wilson is gone at the end of this year. Like, they're gonna get rid of him, which I'm surprised it took them this long. So the Browns are gonna walk away with another win.
there we go. We both got the Browns in this matchup. All right, now we have our one game on a Saturday night presented by Monday Night Football. But on a Saturday, the Detroit Lions take on the Dallas Cowboys. I apologize, you guys. I for some reason in my mind, in our stream yesterday, I was thinking that the college games were played on Saturday. It's played on Monday. I don't know why I'm thinking it was Saturday. I'm gonna call this game Saturday night. I gotta call this game.
Who are
Lions,
you?
Lions and Cowboys. I gotta call it, man. I'll let you go first, TJ. Who you got in this game?
I'm going to go with Detroit.
Mm.
I'm going to go with Detroit. I feel like there is still that chance they could go for the number one seed. And I think Dallas, I think they've lost two now in a row. And I think Detroit wants to keep the momentum going. Like, yet they've had such a rush winning the division for the first time. Well, they've never won the North. So it's the first time ever they've won the North. And that momentum is going to keep going. And Dan Campbell is going to try and keep the wins going and the momentum going into the playoffs. And they've got to keep that with Dallas. They also need to prove to themselves they can beat a team like Dallas. And I know Dallas is like, well, we can still win the division. I just feel like they're going to be out physicaled. I think Detroit is going to punch them in the face and punch hard, and I don't think Dallas can punch back.
I'm going Cowboys.
Makes sense.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm,
makes
I'm,
sense.
I'm, I'm going Cowboys. I think them being at home, they're a different animal at home. Obviously, they need this game bad. They want any inkling of trying to win the division. Any inkling of even trying. Can they snip the number one seed out? I doubt it. I think they're done with the number one
I
seed.
don't think they can. I think
No.
they're too far
Yeah,
out.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Well,
They can't. They can't because the tiebreaker between them and the Niners is
yeah,
not
they
there.
can't.
They lost it, so I think they're out. Yeah. So
If the
um,
Eagles win this week
they're
and
yeah,
Dallas lose,
right.
Eagles
Eagles
clinch the
clinch.
division,
Yes. Facts.
which is pretty good because then we rest in the last week.
Right.
Unless the number one seed is still
Unless the
up.
Niners lose to the Commanders, and then hold on, because guess what? Week 18 is Niners versus Rams. So
Yeah. Well, to be honest, if the Niners, if we win this week and the Niners win, and the Niners lose in the last week, then we can still clinch the number one seed. And they're against the Rams in the week.
You have the
last
same.
week.
You have the same record as I'm assuming. What's the record?
We've got the same record. Same record. We are sitting at. Oh no, you've asked these questions. I've got to find the answer.
So you're both 11-4.
Both 11-4.
Okay.
And obviously they've got the tiebreaker on us.
Oh yeah. Eagles ain't gonna be. Eagles gonna play it out.
Yeah.
They gonna play it out. But yeah, I'm going with Dallas though at home. I feel like they'll get their mojo back. This Lions team, when they played bad, they played really bad. They stick at the joint with Jared Goff. I can see Michael Parsons and Lawrence getting to Jared Goff, causing some turnovers. And I think that Cowboys take care of business and beat the Lions. So we'll find out though in Jerry World. That game will be awesome to not only watch, but for me to call it. So I'm going to call that Saturday night. I cannot wait on that one. So I forgot that fast that both those games with college playoffs were going to be on Monday for New Year's. I thought New Year's was Saturday. I don't know why I thought New Year's was Saturday.
No, New Year's is Monday. New Year's Eve is Sunday.
Yeah, so I was really tripping on that one. So we have a jam-packed weekend, y'all. Jam-packed. Oh, I cannot wait, man, to call these games. All right, so now we're going to our Sunday games on the docket. As you going with Detroit, I'm going with Dallas. Let's keep the train moving. Tennessee Titans at the Houston Texans. I will go first. Yeah. I'm going with Houston to win this game. Give me Houston. I think Stroud should be back. I felt dumb because, and I hate calling these. We do it on Tuesday, so we don't have the benefit of having known who's going to play by Thursday. So I remember us Browns versus Texans. I did say if Stroud does not play, I'm going with the Browns. But I said then I just kept my word anyway. So. So I took that L. I took that L. But we don't know. Like we have the unbenefit of the doubt, right? Of calling this game on the street on Tuesday. But I believe now Stroud should play in this game. That'll be like 2 weeks now. And then if he's out again, that's some concern right there for that concussion.
Wrong.
Something's wrong for real. Yeah. But long story short, give me Houston. Tennessee's kind of packed it in. They're kind of content knowing that we ain't shit. So pretty much, let me go with the Texas to win this game. The battle of the Oilers, pretty much the old school Oilers, and I'm going with Houston to win this game. Should be a good one though. Tennessee, for what they do come out there and they play hard. They play physical. They try to compete. I do like that. It won't be an easy win for Houston. Give me the Texans to win this game.
No, I agree. Yeah, Texans are still fighting for a playoff spot. Don't know if they're going to get it. So they're going to put a lot. They're going to go hard, and hopefully Stroud comes back because they need him. Like the Texans were on such a roll, and then they got hit by the injury bug. They lost two key pieces,
Yeah.
and obviously then Stroud went down. Where Tennessee Titans, Levis didn't play in this game. I don't think. I think he was out.
Yeah.
So they went back to good old
Tannehill.
Ryan Tannehill, and I think he just proved. Did he win or lose?
They lost.
They
to
lost.
Seattle,
I think it just
20-17.
That's it. Yeah, I still think it just proved that Ryan Tannehill's not going to have a job at all next year.
You keep saying that, man. I think Tannehill's going to have a job.
I just don't think it.
I think he will be a backup for somebody, man.
No, because he doesn't want to take a backup job. He's openly said he doesn't want to be a backup.
Oh, well, yeah, he ain't going to. You're right.
He's openly said.
No, man. He's a backup right now. How you don't want to be a backup? You're a backup right now, bro.
Well, as soon as they benched him, and he was like, trade me or cut me. And they went, no.
I'm like, bro, you're a backup right now. What you mean you don't want to be a backup? But you're a backup now. Crazy, man.
But yeah, Houston should win this because I like Vrabel. Hopefully he doesn't get fired, even though some people are calling for it. But hey, Houston's on the rebuild. Tennessee's on the rebuild. Houston's on the way up. So.
Yeah, the change of the guards, man.
Yeah, indeed.
It was just 3 years ago or 2 years ago. Titans were the number one seed in the playoffs, and they lost to the freaking Bengals.
Absolutely crazy.
I mean, they had everything rocking and rolling, and they lost because of one guy, Ryan Tannehill.
Yep.
Yep. All right, next game on the docket, y'all. Atlanta Falcons versus Chicago Bears. Hey, interesting matchup. Chicago, like you said, still mathematically in the playoff race. And, hey, you can knock a giant off right here if Chicago by beating Atlanta. Atlanta also needs this W to I think if whoever loses is out of the playoffs in this game. That's facts. So this is a mini playoff game right here. I'll let you go first. Who you got, Chicago or Atlanta?
See, if you asked me before last week, I would have said Chicago because Atlanta has looked, what's the word? Putrid.
Putrid.
But then they went and punched the Colts in the face. So there's some sort of pulse there. I don't know how weak it is. See, I'm going to go with Chicago because I think Chicago is in such a unique position where they could potentially, if they're lucky, make some sort of push.
Yeah.
Whilst still securing the number one seed. Where the Falcons, even though they apparently, according to them, I believe it's Arthur Smith, unless a horrific collapse, his job is secure for next year. After hearing that news, I wouldn't be surprised if a player does try and cause a horrific get rid of him.
That guy who does that better be secure on this team.
Yeah.
You're
Chicago
right.
for this.
I agree, Chicago. Have you been in Chicago in December? I have. It's so damn cold, you got to walk backwards. Like, I was a dummy on the streets walking backwards, man. We went to downtown, right by Soldier Field Stadium, and that wind ripping. It is bad out there, and I see why they call it the Windy City.
I was going to say, the nickname hand stands up.
It is bad out there. That wind is devastating. Dude, I have never been so cold in my life. And you're talking about a guy born or raised in Anchorage, Alaska. And I went to Chicago, and I'm up there. I thought I was suited up for the day because it was windy, it was snowing or whatever. But it was bad in Chicago. So what I'm saying is, in December, it is horrible out there. It is. Atlanta Dome team, they are not gonna be ready for this game. Chicago gonna punch them in that mouth, man. I look for turnovers on turnovers on turnovers. Give me the Bears also to win this game and keep their hopes alive.
Yeah, they can, which is crazy, especially how the season begun.
Wild, huh? Very wild.
Yeah.
All right, so that'll be it. We're both going with Chicago to win that matchup. Now we could have our matchup of the week. The Miami Dolphins at the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to go first, man. I'm going to do it. Give me the Ravens.
Oh, see, your lack of faith in Tua is disturbing.
I think I'm learning. my lack of faith in the Ravens, man. I've been picking against the Ravens forever now, and just because I did that, here come those Dolphins with a dub.
Yeah.
But I'll go with Baltimore, man. Look, if they continue to play their style of football, defense first, and just don't turn the ball over Lamar Jackson. I mean, talking about fumbles. We don't want none of that crap. If you just become a game manager, which he's not, but still, if he just plays a game manager style, not turn the ball over, the Ravens should win this game. Dolphins are not
Mhm.
that good on the road. Dolphins haven't beat a really good team. And if you count the Cowboys as a really good team, I do not. Yeah. I think the Cowboys are an alright team. They're Jekyll and Hyde. They're great at home against bad competition. And the one time they won at home against good competition, they gave up 35 points to the Seattle Seahawks. So I'm
True.
like, yeah. So as far as the Ravens and Dolphins concerned, I think the Dolphins are the same team as the Ravens in my opinion. Until they can find a way to beat a good team, I'm going with Baltimore. That defense is just they proved me wrong. Like, that defense is nasty. I went on record, TJ, last week and said the 49ers are gonna beat down the Ravens and blow them out. It won't even be close.
Yeah, you
31-17.
did.
I
You
feel so.
did.
I ate some humble pie, y'all. This Ravens team's legit. They're legit. And I'm agree with you what you said last week about the Bills and the Chargers. We how the Bills barely beat the Chargers. But I mean, your words was if the Chargers won, then you don't know what football is at all. If the Dolphins win this game,
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell the NFL is now. I don't know. But I
Ooh,
would know
now that's a sentence.
that the Dolphins will be the number one seed if they beat the Bills, Ravens. This game is for the
Yeah,
number one seed, so
it is. It
it's
is.
that damn good. So both teams better be on their P's and Q's, man. So give me the Ravens.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I just want to read this comment from Fun Ronda. When I lived in North Chicago, if I reached out of the door to get my mail and had just washed my hair, it would freeze instantly.
Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. She needs some milk and a nurse.
So cold AF.
Yeah, you said if you had a cold with a runny nose, your nose would freeze. I believe you. Oh my! I didn't have a cold out there, thank God. But man, hey, I'm with them. It was so bad, TJ and Fondarama. It was so bad. We would walk into a random hotel just to stay in there for like a minute to get warm, and like so all the 5-star bougie ass hotel. The clerk's like, "Hey, what are you doing? Get out of here! You don't belong here." Hey man, I was like, "Man, f you, bro. Like we trying to get warm, man."
Just trying to keep warm.
Yeah, give us a second. We gonna get out of here. It's cold. You don't know how cold it is, dog. It was we were out there, bro. It was like -6 degrees. It was crazy.
Oh,
But that's fine if there's no wind. The
yeah.
wind made it bad. It was probably like 12 degrees with the wind chill, like -6. It was bad. So that same weekend, I went to a Bears Cowboys game in Soldier Field. Dog, when I say I'm not even a player, I'm in the stand. I am ready to go by the third quarter. The start of the third quarter, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. This ain't the Saints game. The Saints ain't here. It's the Cowboys and the Bears. I got free tickets to go to that game. It is like 12 degrees out there, and I'm in the stands freezing my butt off. I can't enjoy the game. That was my worst experience ever at a football game. I had to go. I left in third quarter, dog. I left. We took the subway, the metro back to Indiana. I was like, get me the hell out of this. And I wasn't even playing. I can only imagine the players. Oh my God! Like, this. I'm in
I
the
just
thing.
I just had to do a conversion what 12 Fahrenheit is to degrees Celsius. -11.
I'm telling you, it's bad,
Oh,
dog. And it's the wind though. The wind is whipping.
wind
It
chill.
makes it
Wind
worse.
chill.
It's just slapping you on your face. And you're like, oh God, get us out of here. So I can only imagine the players playing in this game. Atlanta, you're so used to the dome and good old Atlanta, Georgia, where it's warm and nice. And in the wintertime right now, it's probably like 50 degrees outside. Well, welcome to Chicago. They probably get murked up. But yeah, give me the Ravens though. Who you got in this game, brother?
Yeah, I have the Ravens as well. Like straight up, like I feel like their defense, if they manage to hold down the Niners, well, they managed to hold down Brock Purdy because McCaffrey still went off, the wide receiver still went off, and even
Right.
Purdy threw for a lot of yards. But they took advantage of mistakes, and Miami does make mistakes.
They do.
So I'm gonna keep with the Baltimore locking in at the number one seed.
Gotcha, brother. We both going with Baltimore to win this game, and that'd be awesome. They to win it. They can rest for week 17 and week 8. I mean, week 18 in the playoffs. Do you rest over us? Right?
Yeah,
It'll
yeah,
come that maybe they play a half of the game for week
maybe.
18. I don't know if they do, but I mean they got to win first against Miami. So let's not talk about that yet. All right, our next game on the docket, we have the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, NFC South opponents. I'll let you go first, my brother. Who you got in this game?
Tampa Bay, was it sorry? New Orleans Saints versus Tampa Bay?
Yeah, New Orleans versus Tampa Bay.
Oh, Tampa Bay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I feel like Tampa Bay's on a roll. They know what they are now. They realise
Yeah.
what they need to do, and they're going for a playoff push. And they need to lock up the division to do that, because I don't think the record will be strong enough to get them in by itself. And that means taking you down. And I'm sorry, I don't trust her. I don't trust your coach. I don't trust your offense.
No, hey, fair is fair, brother. I feel the same way. I'm going with Tampa Bay as well. Excuse me. I'm going with the Buccaneers. Sorry, I'm going with the Buccaneers as well. I just think Buccaneers, they are rolling on all cylinders right now. And the Saints, after that loss to the Rams, I think, look, their pride is gone. I mean, you're still fighting for a playoff spot, but you need a lot of help from New Orleans, because right now you're
Mhm.
currently with the 12th seed, I believe, in the NFC, and that means you need everybody to lose pretty much, and you win. And that's just, I've been saying, if you're that team that's needing folks to lose, and you're not in the playoffs yet, you don't deserve to be in the playoffs regardless anyway. So, um, give me Tampa Bay to win this game, and I think they'll win it rather easily this time. I think a blowout is in session, you guys.
Yeah. Well, last week was pretty much a blowout.
We fought kind of at the end against the Rams. The final
I
score.
was talking about
Oh,
Tampa
oh,
Bay.
oh, oh! I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. I'm so into my Saints self. I'm sorry. Sorry, man. I got defensive for a second. Wait a minute.
No.
We
Yeah,
didn't
I was talking
get.
about Tampa Bay going 30-12 against the Jaguars.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. That was. But I look for the Buccaneers to
So
blow
I'm
out the
sorry.
Saints, though.
I don't need to hurt your
No,
ears.
man. My defense mechanism kicked in real quick. Wait a minute. We didn't get blown out that bad. Oh my God, my poor Saints, man. God dog it. All right. Our next game on the docket, we have the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. I'll go first. Look, the Patriots beat the Bills,
Mhm.
right, the first time meeting up. That was in New England. I'll be damned if Buffalo loses this game. They're on such a hot freaking streak. You can't lose to the Patriots, right? Right, you can't do that. Give me Buffalo to win this game. They're just a better team. They're desperate now. The Patriots were desperate at that time. The Patriots the desperate is out now. Buffalo Bills are a
Yeah, it's
better
gone.
team. They've been playing some really good football, albeit they almost lost to the freaking Chargers. Had to win by a field goal. But I feel like outdoor weather, Josh Allen. I don't know, man. But it's one of those games. I just wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots win. I just wouldn't be surprised. But give me the Bills to win this game, though.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Buffalo is on fire. Not like bad. I think they're just, it was such a hot streak, and their streak should be longer. They should have won at Philly. They should have won a couple of these games. It is crazy to show how bad their OC was holding back this offense. And they realize they can do it both ways. Josh Allen won, I think it was last week, not this week, but managed to win without throwing the ball, really. He was
Yeah.
just passed it off and they ran all over them. And hey, it's New England, it's Bill Belichick, anything can happen. They can finally wake up and Zach can throw for, I don't know, 100 yards. Hey, I think they won against Buffalo with Mac Jones throwing the ball twice one time. So
Right. Crazy.
but I think Buffalo, because they have literally everything to play for. If they're in the playoffs now, and they can't loosen that grip on that
Right. You,
position at the moment.
you can't lose. If you're both, you can't lose this game. You can't
They
afford to
can't.
lose this game. You can't afford to lose this game at all, man. I got the beautiful Jacqueline says hello. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Yes, ma'am. Jacqueline, how you doing, love?
Indeed.
Yes, we are having a great time. I had a great Christmas. Both of us did. Well, all three of us. Uh,
We did. It was
I
good.
got Dark Striker. 628's in the building. Peter said, "What's up, Jacqueline? How you doing, love? And what's good, Dark Striker?" Said Bills win, but a close game. Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be a close
Yeah.
game. I do think it'll be a close game. I think New England keeps it semi-close. All right, let's go with Arizona Cardinals at the Philadelphia
Ooh.
Eagles. Ooh. TJ, who you got in this game, brother?
I'm going to go with Philly, but I don't feel confident. When I honestly, at the beginning of this year, I said we won against New England, but it felt like a loss. And the same thing happened again last night. We won the game, but players, it felt like a loss to the point where some players were like, I'm not talking to the media. They're like, why? It's like, I have no good things to say. But like we had at the halftime, we were up 17-3, and they came back.
You're up 20-3.
We're 23. Like Hurts to
And they had a weird
interception.
kickoff. The kickoff,
Oh, yeah.
they ran into each other and fumbled the ball.
What essentially happened is the defending team picked up a blocker, threw it into Boston Scott, who then fumbled the ball, and they were like, "Yep, I'll take that." Because that's legal. You can do that. You can't run into the kicker. It's just, poof. And then you had the pick six, or it might not be a pick. It could be a pick. Yeah, pick six, and Hurts trying to do a collarbone. The problem with this team is the dumb mistakes, the unrefined football, the costly turnovers, because we've had a lot of turnovers this year. And yeah, I know Dallas slipped and it fall down. And if he hadn't fall down, the ball, it would have been like the route and all that would have been perfect. But if some butts were fishes, the world would be an ocean. And you can't let this team collapses and let teams hang around. And it's been the story all year. And it happened in Seattle. It happened in the Giants. It came down to the last seconds, which is not good. And the only reason we won that game is because the Giants are terrible. So this, Arizona, I know they're a bad team. Kyler Murray, I reckon, can shred this defense. It's what is this offense going to do? So
I'll tell you, last time Arizona was in Pennsylvania, they got a dub over the Steelers. So I was like, whoa. Well, they're going back to Pennsylvania, but this time in Philadelphia, not Pittsburgh. And I'm going with the Eagles as well. And I'm way more confident than you are in this game. I think Philadelphia's gonna, although Philadelphia can't never beat anybody, but I think it's gonna be a solid victory for Philadelphia.
Fair enough.
I think they win. It might not be comfortable as far as the score wise, but comfortable as in like it's still a win. Yeah. Like even that Giants game, it was weird how it came out, but I was still like confident, like Eagles gonna win this game regardless. But still, it shouldn't have gone all the way down to that because at one point it was 33 to like 18 or something like that.
Yeah, it was 33 to 18.
Yeah,
and then blind coverage. It was a bad call by the like people are blaming Reed Blankenship. He was doing what he was told. Oh my god, I still can't believe he still got the job. Matt Patricia called a bad play, and the guy got behind him, and Reed couldn't keep up. So
yeah. Well, we're both going with Philadelphia. I think Eagles will win this game pretty easily, in my opinion.
I hope. I really hope.
All right, next game on the dock, we got the Carolina Panthers at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think am I going first in this one?
Your turn.
Yeah, I'm going with the Jaguars. I think they stopped the losing streak at 4 games. It's always last when Carolina comes in town. I am the Panther Whisperer, so hear ye. Now I'm going with the Jaguars, but I'll tell you what though, close game. I think Panthers keep up with them and make it very interesting. I got the Jaguars winning. I think we tied going to late in the fourth quarter. The Jaguars win by a game-winning field goal.
Fair enough. And since you are the Jaguars Whisperer, I had the Carolinas Whisperer. I had the Jacksonville anyway, so you've just confirmed my thought. Carolina is going to lose to Jacksonville, and hopefully they can right some of the wrongs just in time for the playoffs, but who knows. Who knows?
Hey, Panthers are gonna be on that ass though this week. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a close game. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a close game. The Jaguars are just they're gonna win this game, and just because they're a better team than the Panthers. Because the Panthers they just know how ways to lose. But we're both going Jaguars, right?
Yep,
All
yep.
right, yeah,
That's
we're
green
going
flags.
Jacksonville. So go with Jacksonville on that one, and hopefully they can get a little breathing room for an AFC South crown. We might get an AFC South matchup for Sunday Night Football on Week
Ooh,
18.
interesting.
That 1 week where they picked that one game to play Sunday night. Last year was the freaking Lions and the Packers, and Lions had no chance to win, which is stupid. That was so
Yeah,
they had no chance to win the division. It was stupid.
no chance.
But they did play spoilers though, so shout out to them. They
that's,
play spoilers.
that's always good. If you're going down, might as well be salty about it.
Right. Let's go with the Raiders versus the Colts now in a very interesting matchup now. I'll let you go first, TJ. Who you got in this one, brother?
Raiders versus Colts. This is a hard one
Yes, it
because
is.
Raiders have got some momentum behind them, and the Colts just lost badly. Whoa. So this is what I call a coin flip.
He's going to the famous coin flip.
I've got to play the
You're one
famous
and
coin
one in
flip.
coin flips right now.
I am. If it's heads, I'm going to go with the whole home team. If it's tails, it's going to be the away team. So you guys can hopefully see that. I might need to decrease the brightness slightly. There you go. Let's go. So heads is home.
All right, you're going to Colts.
No, hold on. Yep, going with the Colts. Yep, I'm
Yeah,
going with the Colts.
all right.
It just flipped. Going with the Colts to win, because of fate.
Because of fate. No other reason, just because of fate. Damn, I hope you go to the Raiders. I'm going Colts too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Colts win this game, and it's going to be because they're at home, and they got the momentum. That defense will be flying, trying to shut down Aiden O'Connell. I'm not going to judge that game last week. They played against the Chiefs because that was just sometimes you just have to win games like that, and they did. So, but as far as the Colts are going to score some points, can the Raiders keep up? Probably so. Be a close game. I'm going to go with the Colts, though. I like Gardner Minshew to lead the charge in this game against. I think Vegas. I'm not going to say that was their Super Bowl against the Chiefs, but they played lights out on defense, man. Oh my goodness, they did.
They
They
did.
played lights out on defense, and the Raiders. The Raiders got to win this game to keep up in the division, right? Let's say the Chiefs lose, and the Raiders win. Oh my goodness! Now you got a major headache for Kansas City for week freaking 18, right? So we're both going with Indianapolis in this matchup. Let's go to our next game now. A rather interesting matchup, in my opinion. I don't know about you, but we had the Los Angeles Rams at the New York
Oh,
Giants. And I'm saying Rams outside, cold weather. Now, they did play a great Ravens team and almost won that game in Baltimore.
yeah.
But this is New York, and I've seen crazy things happen. Who you got in this game?
I'm going to go with the Rams. Danny DeVito got benched last game because he was playing terrible. The only reason the Giants was in that game last one was their defense and their special teams, even though their special teams also hurt them a lot. They did have a couple good drives on Saquon's back, but I reckon the Rams' offense is a bit too explosive to deal with for the Giants to deal with. So I'm going to go with the Rams to win this game.
Man, give me Rams as well, but I don't like the
Ooh.
pick. I don't like it.
You don't like
I
it?
don't like it. I feel like the Giants got something to sleep for them, man. Especially if it's Tyrod Taylor playing quarterback again.
Yeah.
No knock on Tyrod, but can he stay healthy in this game? That's it.
He is made of porcelain.
When Tyrod gets that chance, man, you can count about the first quarter. He'll be out with something. So I'm hoping he can stay healthy to make it a really good game. Otherwise, you'll get Mr. Davita back in there. But
Good
we'll
old
go with the
Danny.
Rams to win this game. But Rams, if they can win this game, hey, big kudos to them, bro. Because they're gonna have to go eventually outside in the NFC if they want to win anywhere. They got to go outdoors and beat somebody in January.
Yeah.
So Why not have the a starter playing the Giants right now and getting that feel for it and see what happens? But I think it's gonna be a close game though. I like Tyrod Taylor as a really good game manager. He
Yeah,
doesn't make big mistakes. And if the Giants had Taylor to start this year off, the Giants might be a 500 kind of team. I'm just saying they might
maybe.
be 8-7, 7-8 right now. I don't know.
Wow.
I'm just saying they're a better team without Daniel Jones, and they just and they just are.
Is he going to be starting next year?
He will.
Yeah,
He
I
will.
start with him.
You put too much money with him for that. He gonna be their owner gonna say he will. He better start. Yeah.
Yeah,
You want your job, Dabble or Dable, whatever your name is. Yeah, he gonna be starting. My money's with him. Literally,
yeah, literally.
literally, literally. I paid this man all that money. Yeah, out of my pocket. All right, let's go with the Niners at the Commanders. I'm gonna go first, man. I think the Niners are pissed off, if that's to say
Yeah,
it lightly. And wow, what a team to be pissed off against. And we have Chase Young, his return to Washington to play against
revenge game.
Commanders. So revenge game per se. And I think the Niners will play tough not only for them, but of course they need to win this game. You know, because now all of a sudden things are getting kind of interesting. You have the
Series breathing
Lions,
down
you
your
got
neck.
the Eagles. You got to win this game. You got to play. You got to win this game on the road. Give me San
Yeah.
Francisco, and it doesn't hurt that Washington just freaking sucks at home. I don't know what's going on Washington at home, but look, give me the Niners. Easy dub to win this game. They'll bounce back. Brock Purdy will have a bounce back game.
Yeah, unfortunately, I fully agree. Washington's not good. Ron Rivera's only got 2 weeks left as the head coach. Um, Washington, I know you hate the Eagles, but could you just decide to be good for 1 week? You were good against us. But no, they're going to have
Twice.
a bounce back game. Twice, yeah, they're going to have a bounce back game. But we know the weakness of San Francisco now.
What's that?
And the weakness is, as long as you're up at halftime, you've won the game.
0 and
0 and 38
37.
now.
Oh,
0 and
38 now.
37.
Oh my
Now
God.
38, yeah. 0 and 38 now. Because, wow, just I can't. It must be such a demoralizing stat. Just looking at that
That's a
scoreboard now.
horrible stat, man. I don't like that. Like, what adjustments can you make? I guess none, bro. Because we gonna
No,
lose
I
the
guess
game.
not. We've
I
lost
guess
the
we
game.
lost. We might as well just go home to the airport right now. Go home.
That is just a weird statistic. We only need to play for 2 solid quarters because if we're in the lead, we're done. We're good.
We're done. Good God Almighty. All right, so we
Yeah,
got that's
Washington's
crazy.
got to lose.
Yeah, we got San Francisco in this game, man. Next game on the docket now. A very interesting one. Both teams thriving in both their respective conferences. Pittsburgh Steelers at the Seattle Seahawks. My guy. Yeah, I love it when it's like interconference matchups towards the end of the season, right?
Yeah,
Who you got in this game, man? Steelers or the Seahawks?
I'm going to go Seattle. Pittsburgh, they had that one great game after the Rose Canada was fired, but their offense reverted back to being putrid.
Putrid.
Where Seattle, Gino's back. Yeah, there's a couple of wobbles, but I reckon Seattle's they need to keep the roll up and they're going to keep going. So
Gotcha.
Seattle to win, but that drama with Jamal Adams, who knows? It might cause a bit of a locker room distraction.
Yeah, Jamal Adams, that dude is a trip, man. I mean, I don't want to he used the word overrated, like, but I think he's overrated as a safety. He did
Yeah, I
way too much
remember.
talking to have not really done nothing in the NFL,
I
in my
remember
opinion.
when the Jamal Adams trade happened, and everyone was just so shocked that the
Seattle
Seattle
Gamers.
paid that
Yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
for real.
what
And
was
I
it?
was
What
like,
was it?
what did he really do? Honestly, but I mean, look, he's a decent player, and he's a vocal guy, and
So,
I think him being vocal, everyone thinks that means he's a leader or the masculine leader. I don't trust all that, man. But give me Seattle to win this game as well.
yeah,
Um, Close game though. Close game. I think Seattle wins just because they're at home. They had the momentum with the 12 man. Rudolph had a good game against Cincinnati, but that was in Pittsburgh. And I think Mason Rudolph converts back to his old self. The reason why he's a third on the depth chart kind of guy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Seattle to win this game, but a close
Ooh,
game though. Close game.
fair
Close
enough.
game.
Fair enough. This is what the Seattle gave up for Jamal Adams, who's now a healthy scratch, and they gave him a boatload of money as well. So the Jets received a 2021 first, a 2021 third, a 2022 first, and safety Bradley McDougall. Well, the Seahawks received Adams and a 2022 fourth.
Mm.
Two first round picks, a safety, and a third. And
Hey man,
that's just crazy.
that sounds good to me if I'm the Jets, but right now Seattle at least went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
All right, we got our next game of docket now. We had the Cincinnati Bengals at the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh my
Ooh,
goodness, this one's gonna
right.
be
This would have been a great,
oh,
amazing
this
if
is
Burrow was
Pearl. It's
in.
Pearl versus oh man, if it was Pearl versus Mahomes, give me Burrow in this game. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
go. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs to win this game. But it's gonna be another ugly one. It's gonna be ugly. Uh,
Yeah.
and I feel like both defenses will come out. But I feel like Mahomes is gonna have one more trick up his sleeve at home. I tell you what, hey, if they lose this game, I'm hitting that panic button.
Yeah.
They cannot lose this game. Give me a desperate, desperate Chiefs team to win this game. I got Kansas City winning this game 23-17.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
20. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. It is a close game. I've got Cincy winning this game.
All right.
I don't. I've lost faith in Kansas City, and I've been losing faith slowly after the last couple of years, couple of weeks, and like we gave an excuse for Mahomes. Oh, he's just had a bad game. Like, let it be. And fair enough. I still have that, but they tried to do. He tried to do too much. He's trying to play hero ball, trying to
Yeah.
force a couple of things, and I think Cincinnati's defense is going to take advantage. And I'm sorry. Kansas City's in a rough place, and I would be panicking already.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't, to the point that I wouldn't bench Mahomes or fire
Yeah.
Andy. Like,
Yeah.
they're not
Right.
the problem. It's their O line and their wide receivers.
Yeah, it's like no line. It's the receivers, man. I mean, damn, can nobody get open? If you can't get open, it makes your line look bad. you know,
Yeah, that's true.
you can't if you can't get open, it makes your line look bad, man. So
That is true.
yeah, so I'm going Casey. You're going Cincinnati. All right, that's gonna be an interesting matchup, man, because playoff implications for both these teams high up
Yeah,
there.
pretty
High,
severe.
yeah, yeah.
Really
Oh, I
severe.
got John Clements in the building. What's good?
What's up,
He says,
John?
I'm begging. I'm begging. He is Keith Sweat begging for the receivers to hold on to a ball, man. Yeah, I don't blame
Oh,
you,
good
brother.
luck.
Yeah,
Good luck.
good luck with that. All right, we have the Los Angeles Chargers at the Denver Broncos, our next game. TJ, who
Ooh.
you got in this game, man? Chargers or the Broncos?
Ooh. See, Broncos just look bad. I am gonna go with Broncos, but to lose to New England the way you did, and see, the one thing that Denver's got against the Chargers is that they're not the Chargers. Like, the Chargers Charger.
Right.
So hopefully that's enough to keep them out. But Denver's you just can't read Denver. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad.
Right.
Sometimes Russ plays amazing, and hopefully they need to win this game. They should win this game. It's at home, so I'm gonna go with Denver, but I'm not fully confident in it.
I agree. I'm going Denver too, but I'm not confident either. I'm going Denver to win this game. Barely. I'm talking about one of those ugly games, like 16-13 kind of games. I'm going with the Broncos to win.
Oh,
Yeah. One of those is like, okay. It was just entertaining enough to catch my attention, to keep my attention. Yeah, I'm going with the Broncos to win this game. They're in super duper desperate mode. They're at 7-8 right now, and behind the pack of all these really good AFC teams. They got to get this win to at least make it difficult in Week 18.
Yeah,
You never know, right? Give me the
yeah,
Broncos to win
never
this
know.
game. Chargers, hey, they played tough. This past what was that? They played. Was that Saturday? They played Saturday night.
I believe so. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
yeah, against the
against.
Bills, and they played the Bills tough.
They did.
Although some bounces went in their favor, but give me the Broncos to win this game, but it won't be easy for Denver. They like you lose to the Patriots, man. God dog it. I mean, can we trust you to beat the Chargers? And this is a divisional game where
Who
Chargers
knows?
want to play spoiler to not only the Broncos, but maybe play spoiler to the Chiefs in Week 18. I don't know. So they would love to
Yeah,
end the game just spoiling people. you know,
yeah. No, they honestly would, and
if we can't get in, you can't get in either.
yeah, indeed.
All right, yeah. So give us the Broncos. Both going with Denver to win this game, and then there will be no Monday night football, you guys, because the NFL is smart. They're not going to compete with college football playoffs. Duh. Um, give us Sunday night football. The Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings.
Ooh,
Oh my goodness! Oh my God! Am I going first on this one?
yeah, it
All
is.
right, give me the Packers. I'm going Green Bay. I'm going Green Bay to win this game. It's going to be a good matchup. I can't wait to watch it. I won't be calling it because I'll be doing NFL Red Zone. After that, I'll be done for the day. But uh,
Understandable.
Packers versus Vikings, I like this matchup. Both teams should, have a chance to win this game. Playoff implications are a must in this game. It feels like whoever wins this game might kind of boot the other one out. With the Packers maybe winning, they can get to 8-8. The Vikings will drop to 8-8, but the Vikings win this game, they would basically solidify themselves as a playoff team at currently 9-7 if they do win this game. So must win by both teams. Minnesota is going to be rocking and rolling. That crowd's going to be going crazy. But for some reason, I think the Packers have a little bit more magic in them than the Vikings.
Really.
Give me Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers to win this game.
Hey, fair enough. Fair
And hey,
enough.
hey, and if Aaron Jones played like he did last week, he might be fully healthy. He That's a big upgrade for them.
That is. That is. Um, the story of Minnesota this year is health.
Yeah,
They lost Cousins. They lost Jefferson for most of the year. Hawkinson is now out for the rest of the year. Um, Torn ACL and MCL.
that sucks,
Nasty.
man. It sucks.
Hoping for a speedy recovery because he was
Having a
vital.
great year, yeah.
Yeah, and vital for that offense.
Yeah,
I'm going to go to Green Bay, but I don't have confidence in their defense. I feel like their coordinator is letting teams hang around, and this team has Justin Jefferson and a QB who's playing it's quite decent. So if Green Bay loses this game, I guarantee you it's because their defense couldn't close the game out,
right.
couldn't shut it down, and yeah, I believe Green Bay, but I just don't feel confident in them anymore. So who knows? Who knows? But Green Bay, fingers crossed, they can be semi-confident.
Yeah. I'm going. I think Jordan Love's got a little love magic coming up in this game. I think he's gonna have a great
Ooh.
game, and do some damage, bro. So yeah, I'm going with Packers. We're both going Packers. So very interesting on that. I thought you were going Minnesota, honestly.
I was half tempted to. Then I saw today that Hawkinson is out, and Hawkinson was the safety blanket. So he was catching, blocking, doing everything. Every
Yeah,
time they needed a first down,
right,
they'd look Hawkinson's
right.
way, and that's just another person who can cover Tyreek Hill, Jefferson.
Right.
So yeah, that's why I went with Green Bay.
Gotcha. All right, both going Packers. Yeah. So there is no Monday night football game, you guys. That is Sunday night football. Monday
Yep.
is the doubleheader for college football playoffs. That's why there's no Monday night game. All right. Let's go with our locks now, TJ. Let's go
Oh,
with the locks, man. Who was your lock for
so
week 17? Excuse me.
week 17.
Who am I gonna curse this week? I know that.
Who are you gonna curse? I'm gonna go with. I need to check myself now. Hold on. Miami, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. No, New Orleans, Houston, Vegas, Rams. Oh, I think I found it.
Uh-oh.
Tampa Bay. I'm going to go with Buffalo Bills.
Ooh.
Apparently, I haven't used them yet. I've managed to
That's awesome.
hold off using them.
Yeah.
I've
God.
gone 10-6 without using the Buffalo, so I'm pretty proud about that. And I'm
I'm
going to
pretty
go
sure
with them.
I know I use Buffalo already. I know I use a hell of good
I think,
teams now.
yeah.
Have I used Chicago yet?
No, I don't think so. KC, Vegas, Miami, Jacksonville, Minnesota, Houston, Tampa Bay, New England, Dallas, New Orleans, Rams, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Seattle. You've chosen Buffalo,
Yeah, I knew
and
that.
then Denver.
You know what? Hey, give me Chicago. Give me Chicago. I'm
Wow,
going with Chicago, man. Give me the
Chicago, and
Bears
I'm going Buffalo.
to beat Atlanta.
Wow, that's a take. I know
That
you've already chosen it, but like that's a game I can see going either way. So
yeah, it's gonna go either way. But you know what? I'd have made it this far losing everybody out of here. Might as well go for a lock like that, man.
just go out swinging.
Yeah, apparently everything else chooses is I fear for Atlanta guys just going to that cold weather, man. It's so cold out there, bro.
Yeah,
This is where this kind of game you gotta have a massive talent overhaul to win these kind of games, right? You just gotta be better than the Bears. And I think Atlanta and Chicago kind of like the same kind of team, in my opinion, to be in that cold weather. If you're Atlanta and Chicago, oh no, man, I don't see it happen like that.
yeah. No, I understand. I understand.
Oh,
Oh
oh,
my goodness. Yes, Dark Strider, TJ is out for the year. Both MCL and MCL and ACL, which is crazy because he just casually walked off.
well,
Like it,
but you can walk normal-ish on a 20 ACL.
he also tore his MCL.
Oh, I don't know about that then.
Yeah, he
I
was
don't
just
know.
like
I
he
don't
was. It was
know.
doing. He was limping, but he wasn't like down or carted. He was sort of sitting there, just going, "Oh, that's not right." And then it was like devastating news. He tore his ACL. It's like, really?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen
No.
guys like even if you pop your Achilles, you can still walk kind of normal-ish
Yeah,
on a torn Achilles. You know, it's the knees. If when you not the knees. Um, if you what am I thinking of? Never mind. I don't know. What I'm thinking. I'm tripping.
I
But
know. There's a
but
guy where I worked with had a torn ACL for a while, and every time he did a twist, that's where his knee was just like, "Yeah, I'm done."
oh
But he
my
could still sort of
god.
walk.
Yeah, I mean yeah. Like normal folks like us, we walk around with tornadoes all the time, pretty much, and we just walk it off, and it would just kind of heal on its own because we can't afford the surgeries or whatever, right? But
did you
all this,
uh,
go ahead.
did you know how they heal ACLs?
I know how they heal them.
No. So it's not like they're repairing it. Apparently, I heard they're replacing it, and they get the materials either made or from cadavers.
Really?
So yeah, that's what I saw. Is they don't really like grab the two muscles and bring them together. They like get rid of it and replace it normally from other people who no longer need it.
Wow, that
So
is weird. But
that's very
the
weird.
more you know.
Which is
Oh,
also nasty to think how many people in the NFL has parts of other people in them.
yeah, it's like a horror story.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
Uh,
horror story. That is a horror
eventually,
story.
that person like takes over your body or something, you know. Yeah, we have our closing messages. Any questions you want to ask, man? Ask them right now, you guys. Anything you want to lead off with before we get out of here, TJ?
I've got one question and a couple of messages. Obviously, this is the last one before the end of 2023 and the beginning of 2024.
Facts.
Carlos, how's your year been? Good year, bad year, meh year? What would you
It's
say?
been mad, but I'm a glass half full kind of guy. I wake up in the morning and I'm good to go. I thank God every single day for waking me up, and
Yeah,
I don't really have you know every year has its ups and downs. But
Yeah,
at the same time, you just got to go with the punches. I'm a glass half full kind of guy. I'm just grateful to be waking up every single morning to see myself and my kids. I know it's a cliche kind of dull answer, but it's been an okay year. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing.
yeah,
I love it. Well, how about you?
yeah. See, I originally meeting up with friends, I went, yeah, I had a May, yeah, nothing really happened, and then they're like, really? It's like your sister got married, you saw like comedians, you outdid something,
Yeah.
obviously this started, and I'm like, you know what? Like, if this is not classed as a good year, what will be? So I was like,
Hmm.
yeah, I had a good year. I wouldn't say it's May. I did a lot of things. Obviously, did this, and I know next year there's going to be a lot changing already. So
Yep.
going to enjoy this year whilst I can.
That's right.
And
That's right.
I
That's
hope
all we can
everyone
do.
else had a great year and has a fantastic New Year's. Stay safe, don't drink too much, and if you do, make sure you have a safe ride and a safe place to stay.
Amen to all that. Yeah, man. It's every year has ups and downs, but you got to fight with the punches, man. You gotta roll with it, And it's every year should make you better. So I always say I never take any losses, man. I take lessons.
Yeah,
It's never L's. L's mean lessons, not losses. So whatever you didn't do right, learn from your mistakes and then be better at it the following day or hour or week or a month, whatever it is, you know. But just living every single day. I'm glad I did it a whole other 365, right?
yeah.
35 years, I'm still kicking it, and
Still trotting along.
yep, still doing it, bro, and still healthy. So I'm grateful for that, man, and uh, obviously we have another stream on New Year's Day, so we'll have a lot more of that talk on this coming up Monday. But
Hmm.
yeah, like TJ said, you guys, hey man, Happy New Year coming up for you guys. Stay safe, and we'll go through like New Year resolutions and all that.
Oh yeah.
Talk about that on this past Monday and even our next episode for episode 21 for
First one of
2024. Yeah,
2024. Yeah.
yeah. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be awesome, man. So happy early New Year's to you guys. If I don't see anyone you back in the stream until after the New Year's, happy New Year's to you guys, man. Anything else, TJ?
I think I'm good. Like I said, stay safe, look after yourself. The world is crazy, and you don't want to be part of the craziness.
Peter says she's hungry, y'all. So yeah, we about
Oh,
to.
she hungry?
She hungry,
Gonna go
man.
to churches?
Yeah. No, I mean I could. It's 8:28, but church is where I'm living. It's about like a 15-minute drive, and I'm like doing that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a 15-minute
you're not
drive to
gonna flash
church.
the credit card.
Yeah, I got the credit card. I got it already, man. But I actually have I'm gonna do a little skit on fried chicken coming up on my YouTube. So I'm waiting till this weekend to buy some fried chicken for real, for real. So spoilers alert, y'all. Watch out for that YouTube short coming out in about a couple of days. All right, y'all. Thank
Amazing.
y'all for the love. We appreciate it, man. Dark Strikers says Raiders and Broncos, please lose because I'm gonna hate losing against the Bengals 34-20. Oh
Oh,
Lord. Yo, Final says I have a cadaver bone in my leg. Oh
ooh,
well. Founder Rama, you
interesting.
just showing off now, girl.
Yeah.
Uh, well, hey, have fun with that, man. You guys have a blessed night. This has been episode number 20 of Tuesdays with TJ. Don't forget to go ahead and share it if you're new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Thank y'all for the love and support, man. For the homegirl PJ, I'm your host, Carla Clay, with the big homie TJ Tracy. This is Tuesdays with TJ, episode number 20. Number 20. You guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man, and we'll see you guys on Thursday. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'll check you guys out on Thursday. Hopefully Thursday, if not for sure Friday. All sports fans, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart. Stay uneducated. Peace. Lady mama. Love you guys well. Have a blessed night. Peace out.
Have a great night, everyone.